Alright, alright, alright. Let's continue our Fall of the Greed. We just talked to Humaflig here. Now we gotta go search the Cardinals' apartments. So I tried a, just kind of offline, I tried a new plugin for audio called Clean Stream. It seemed pretty neat. Like it basically would filter out whatever profanity you wanted to. But the problem is that because in order for it to do to scrub the audio, it had to delay it by about a second and a half. And so it'd be wildly out of sync, right? So, you know, that was a little unfortunate. In order to sync up all three audio inputs I've got, which is, you know, the Elgato, the mic, and the Twitch app that I'm capturing, I have to put the filter in all three, and that just seems wildly inefficient. No. Exit travel pause. I like how. Alright, let's. Sorry, Kurt. Love, buddy. Oh, okay. I don't know. There is a means for it's supposed to. The stuff respawns. I've grabbed all this.
Let's retire from work.
Hey, I'm all for that. Let's do it. So, anyways, you know that clean stream was pretty neat. You know, I tried it both the CUDA 11. I didn't try the CUDA 12 version of it. The CUDA 11 did not capture my profanity because, man, I just rattled off all the greatest hits, and yeah, I didn't capture any of it, or at least half of it, because I had it at PG-13 level. Right, you know, the major ones. But when I put a CPU based, it did great. But it just had that 1.5 second delay, which is just wildly that's unacceptable. Man, this guy's stuff is way up here. Whoa, what's going on here? Yeah, that's not creepy. Oh, she's got. Damn.
Your Excellency, the Enlightened must have sent you. I would like to ask a favor of you.
I'm listening.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
The new Deadpool movie out.
But let me
It
explain.
is. It looks pretty cool.
This island was where St. Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a perfect community. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example.
So I also turned off the boost off of this mic, so it shouldn't be quite so loud now.
Holy Scriptures. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us. All the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our founder.
Found the Dead Sea
An
Scrolls?
extraordinary discovery that confirms your
You used to have a boost on
I
Formic.
see you understand.
I did.
Alas, these tablets
I
were
actually had two
stolen,
inadvertently. I
probably
didn't
by
realize
the
I had two
islanders who
boosts on
still
there. I had a
reject
gain,
our influence.
and then
I
in
know
my
that you are
compressor I had a
generally
boost.
well accepted by the natives. That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve what belongs to us.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try to retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, will be able to answer your questions. May the Enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
Sure.
I never noticed it.
I got you. Well, I did. Like, for example, it was peaking pretty hard when I got loud, which is not supposed to do that. It's supposed to severely limit it, and I'll have to go back in and play with it. I just haven't perfected the filters and all that with my this new setup. All right, what are we looking for? Oh, hey, look at that convenience. Your Eminence, we have reorganized the basement room as you ordered. The damage caused by your Excellence guest is substantial, and we regretfully
Well, sometimes
had to
games
replace-
push your buttons.
They certainly do. Carpets have been heavily stained. Oh, so the torture room downstairs, huh? Yeah, these weirdo religious zealots. Nothing wrong with a little religion. Zealotry ain't got no place in anybody's life.
Haven't charged my headset in like 4 days and it's still on 70% battery.
Are you using the headset, or is it just sitting there? If you're using it, you got all that
This
time.
area
That's
of the palace
amazing.
is forbidden to visitors by order of the Mother Cardinal.
I've already
We
been down
did
here.
not know. Please, excuse us.
The basements are for servants only.
Been
Very
using
well.
it.
We'll go back up.
That's pretty good. Disguise the team as servants. Comfortable vest. Bruh. And where do I get these comfortable vests? Do I gotta, I guess I gotta go buy them, huh? Well, that's kind of silly.
Has 120-hour battery life, buddy.
That's pretty good. Just follow the recharge instructions. Don't just recharge it willy-nilly. I know batteries are better nowadays, but man. All right, where's the merchant? What is this? Oh, wait, what is this then? Oh, yeah, I have to go buy them. Boop.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to have a rummage around.
A rummage. Let's see here. We need ourselves some. Oh, look at that! Conveniently have comfortable vests. 1, 2, 3.
Goodbye. May the enlightened always
Good day,
have
sir.
his divine blessing.
I said good. Wait, I thought about 3. Yes, I didn't.
They not really showing that much of Black Myth story.
Oh, Wukong? Well, they don't need to. How funny. I mean, we're wearing all of this other gear, but the vest itself does, you know, like, oh, he's hidden. It's like Superman putting his glasses back on. Like, where'd Superman go? He disappeared.
Why not, buddy? Be a good way to sell Alat more copies.
Because it's, well, because if you did that, you'll spoil it, right? There got to be some surprises. They should be showing gameplay, not story. Because it is super combat heavy, right? Oh, now this guy's not here because I'm wearing vest. Lame. That's so silly. Wait, what? All 3 of us are wearing comfortable vests.
I seen the combat looks badass.
This, comfortable vest, comfortable vest, comfortable vest. So, why does it say 2 of 3? It's check marked. No, wow. I guess maybe it's just behind. Find out what's hidden. Wait, what? Hidden behind under the palace? Oh, I get it. I gotta go all the way upstairs. And then... Wow. Alright, whatever. We've already been here. It's like some kind of weird pleasure palace. It's creepy.
Well, this is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
You're not wrong. We should search this place.
So it smells like sex. That's great.
Oh, for goodness sake. This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
It seems that someone forgot their earring.
Ugh, here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's...
I don't have the key. I don't have the key.
My God. Well, the Chronicles account book. This account book lists loans made to moneylender called the Magpie. For every expense, there's a corresponding money input me entry, which completely cancels it. The sum is astronomical. However, there is no mention as to where the money comes from. There are many recurring payments to a certain candy cane.
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times. Quite suspicious, don't you think?
This sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. I think we have everything we need.
Yeah, she's doing huge favors, all right.
There's probably a connection between these pleasure parties and the account books. Let's ask a few questions.
The moneylender is well established. He can be found near the main square. As for this Candy Cane, the name doesn't ring any bells to me, but the moneylender must know more about him.
We can also go and gather information at the Coin Tavern. Perhaps the manager knows him.
Alright, what am I doing here? Question the bookkeeper. Question the moneylender. Okay. That's the moneylender. And there's the... Question the bookkeeper, the innkeeper. What? Oh, well, okay. Sooner or later combat's gonna happen, so weird that it wants me to go here first, so let's just go there first then, I guess. What? Nice. How gross is that? It's like, hey, look, there's a pile of bile. Let's get it. I just looted some vomit.
Can I get you anything?
Mint spritzer?
I'm here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
Do you think that the Mother Cardinal may have been here?
Are you drunk or something?
You sometimes deliver goods to your big clients. Isn't that right?
Of course. The rich don't like to get drunk among mere mortals.
And have you ever supplied anyone from the palace?
Yes, that has happened. It suits them.
And who places these orders?
Well, a steward, of course. Don't you know how things work?
A woman? Dressed in a long green cloak?
No, the steward is more discreet. On the other hand, the person in the big green coat, the steward speaks to her sometimes. They know each other or work together.
That would be the Mother
What
Cardinal.
can you tell me about a certain candy cane?
Candy cane. Everyone speaks about him or has heard of him, but no one really knows him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they'd talk about him.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Can I get you anything? Look who it is. I feel that once again you're not here to support my business.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
He's all Ames Gray. That shit was funny.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously. Even though I would prefer it wasn't the case. He's a sort of organizer. He captures most of the beasts who fight in the arena.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop him?
He has friends, protectors. Without solid evidence, no one will lift a finger. And the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel have disappeared.
Do you know where I could find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise you to stay away from the guy.
I know how to look after myself. Thanks for the information. Has the Mother Cardinal ever come here to place bets?
The Mother Cardinal? And why not Saint Matthias himself while you're at it?
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Why are you yelling?
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and it's free.
Speak
Come
to
and
Pimp.
see me as
It's
soon
not
as
just
you
his
have
name.
made your... So, have you found what you were looking for?
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
My treasures are worth their price. I promise you that you will get your money's worth. For you, I'm sure we can make a special arrangement.
Creepy. Wow, I have no... Okay, so we have to bribe his ass.
Here you are.
Thank you, my lady. I'll let you take your pick.
Thank you.
Look, a new face. Oh, but wouldn't that be... Hello, Father.
Creepy.
Oh, hello.
We would like to know if you know who this earring belongs to. Is it maybe yours?
Absolutely not. I am careful not to leave my belongings with clients, and I have no desire to answer your questions. That doesn't fall within my services.
Very well. Goodbye.
She's like, I fornicate, not pontificate.
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we are here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, but do you know who this earring might belong to?
Why? It's mine. I lost it when... How did you get hold of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Come with me. Well, what do you want? Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all?
No. Do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
Literally.
What would you like to know?
Could you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me. But I don't know them.
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name?
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman who is always wearing a green coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
Do you think that an important person from Thélème could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we are a bunch of degenerates.
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer our questions.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. What a testimony. Admit it. You must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I was able to recognize someone, once. Even with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my clients.
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he is of no real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation anymore. This woman in the green coat, could you tell me about her?
She always hides her face and never joins us. Then she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important, then. Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does. He is a powerful person, so his name makes the rounds.
Have you ever spotted him at these pleasure parties?
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've heard his name before, but that's all.
Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
Can I get you anything? Look who it is.
I am looking for a woman who comes here. She always wears a long green coat.
Yes, I have seen this coat before, but I have no idea who is beneath it, if that's what you're asking. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders. Always prime choice.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
What? God damn it.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager?
I am looking for someone. A woman wearing a...
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in, especially for the big fights, and she has prime information.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some winnings, would she?
No, and I can't really tell you when she'll show up next.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Why is he... Why is he yelling? Alright, I guess we gotta go talk to the bookie. Where are you, fruitcakes?
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I'll get straight to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that you take part in them.
What? But what are you talking about?
Stop acting all innocent. I have all the evidence I need to incriminate you. Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot more at stake than you. What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there? You know what happens when tongues wag too much.
That's enough. All right, I get the
Damn,
message.
straight up intimidated
What
his
do you
ass.
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know is why.
I have no idea. Do you really think that my clients tell me everything about their lives?
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time, and with interest.
Money
Do you think
laundering.
she is plundering the city funds?
Ha! If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago. Nah, The money's coming from elsewhere.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I just know his name, like everyone else. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his business in the basement of the Coin Tavern.
What kind of business?
Oh, nothing to do with my line of business. He deals in arena fights, which are beyond me.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he is just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Maybe he will. Hey, Governor? Hey, there he is. What's up, unscrupulous dudes?
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desardet, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
Dum dum dum.
You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on. It was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
That was
Really?
weird.
Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Well, alright, I guess we're gonna have to advance the story to get the rest of his side quest. The origins of Teleme. Talk to Father Lucius. Lustinus. Who is outside the city. Of course he is. Yay. Later, dudes. Fight you later. Because you know you're going to want to get your ass kicked, and I'm...
Here comes our pay,
I'm wondering if I should switch to Kurt. Since,
Maybe let's get rid of these money bags. Come and taste my saber. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
oh, that was wasted.
Let's get rid of these money bags.
I love that she's out just having a stroll. Ignore the extreme violence that just occurred in front of her. Hello, Cut. Oh, over here? Interesting. We have no idea where to go, so... Let's sell the gray stuff. Highway robbery. Oh my god, I hope I didn't buy anything. So I wouldn't I guess it still registered me trying to talk to him. That'd have been awful and be like, yo, you're buying everything, yo. Well, where the hell am I going? Wait. What? Oh, okay, it must be an area I don't know. Camp near water. Okay. Weird.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies. May the enlightened protect me in this battle. Shadow engulf our enemies. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
That was interesting to say the least. Huh? No, what? What? Oh, okay, whatever. All good. Oh, it's a new land. Oh, so we're going over there, and then this is one of Patreus's meetings. Lady Morange. Okay. That's okay. Really weird. What mission am I doing then? Hold up. Okay, whatever. So we are gonna when you head to the left. All right. Swampy area. Oh, excellent. This looks like a mission area. Yep. Oh, we're back to not identifying the lootables. Okay. I still don't know what triggers that. Oh, no, you're a... Oh, okay. You're a chest. What? Okay, you want to get out of the way? Thank you. Chief Lair's abode. Contracts. Got 2 contracts.
What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is find Father Justinius.
Yori, I have never seen a Renaigse on Olmanawi.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
I'm sorry. I don't have time to talk.
Make time.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
Some kind of weird Puritans.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. Desarde. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wonder how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence. Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I
remember
ask you
me?
some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas. I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Mateus later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to.
So that's his scrolls,
I
huh?
couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine that someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Uh-oh.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
Fingers are already being pointed.
Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of St. Mateus. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful. Thank you. I will let you work. Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablet?
Some of the village savages helped us during the search. Perhaps they are behind all of this. There was a particular woman who seemed to want us to be there. I don't remember her name, though.
Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablet?
Some of the village savages helped us during the search. Perhaps they are behind all of this.
Greetings. Desarde. I'm handling the investigation
You
into
remember
the
me,
theft
bro?
of the tablets.
Rude
Sister
ass.
Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
Why are you such a dick? I mean,
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove St. Mateus lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the Islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
I don't have intuition.
How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about St. Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course.
This dude ain't on the up and up.
I will leave you to your work. Goodbye.
If you are saying that these tablets bear writings from the very hand of our holy founder, then we must find them. Without them, all our research to trace the life of St. Matthias on this island is doomed to failure. If these savages have stolen them, we will have to take them back, by force if necessary.
There's only one entrance, and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So calm that he probably fell asleep. So, the thieves only had to take the key from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened. But someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
You think that the one who told them is in this village?
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village. Family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who's close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
So much back and forth.
Father.
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
Oh, my goodness.
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vixenagad, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of St. Matthias, and everything here fit the description of St. Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
By blood in the mud.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about St. Matthias. That helped to convince them.
Sure.
And how well have neighboring villagers welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There are no Onol Manawi and no warriors here either. Did they all leave?
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one day we will manage to convince your kind to convert. But in the meantime, we must settle for the miracle of great coexistence that this place already represents. Nobody thought we could live side by side with your people. And yet...
I must leave you. Goodbye.
We will force them to love us.
Divine blessing.
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I have heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course, and the Vosges Tyrant. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men. Perhaps wiser than they are.
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
I do not think they will hurt us.
Damn.
They want peace too, and violence would break it all.
I understand why you are no longer the chief. If you... Since you didn't... He's not...
I think that if you go...
I have to go.
Like so.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
Yep, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna load. We're not gonna let that stand. Damn it. We'll be back.